The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Check, roll, out. Protein, spill. Ready?
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And early to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go. Check. 80 weapon. Check. Now.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a carry for Mack, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Go on. No. Hey. Greystone, travel. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 26, check 5.
2nd and 3. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Break. Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hard. In your face. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Eric Armstead, his 2nd sack of the night. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 3.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Buying time to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The first carry for Josh Adams. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Roll out.
Let's get this.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Check 99. Check 99. He's crushed.
61. Matchbox lights. Lead them.
2nd and 15. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Look at me. Door. Bravo.
Back. Check 31. Right there. 54. Right there.
Blue draw Corkers. Fair. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. They give him a gain of 37.
It's a gain of 37.
Let's go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 70, Indy. Rocket. Fire.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54.
Go. Hey, orbit.
I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
58's the line. 6-6, pull it high. Come on, better ready.
Off play action. Herbert. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Look, squeeze. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 25. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. Watch the shit. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going long here for Wallace. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Topper, topper. Switch gears. Check 4, check 4. Hit it.
They'll try and run for this with Matt. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Hines. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Rock it.
On third down, it's Hines. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Charger drive about to get going. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
70 Indians. Score.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, this is Adams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert. Pass incomplete. Josh Adams, the running back, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Black. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to throw. Herbert being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
We've got this.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for the Colts. First down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. This is Hines. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Tight dog.
You draw Corkins.
Watch twist.
Bang. Get it.
2nd and 14. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 5. It's caught here by Adams. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Watch the screen. 58, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
You got tight right there. Kill. Turn it up.
Now it's Hines. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage that they need.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Check. Charlie, 64, weak. Check. Fresno. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go again here with Matt. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26. He's checking, he's checking.
Deep grip, deep grip.
This a give to Mack running to the right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just put situation. We'll see. On the delay, here's Hines. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming.
It's fourth down.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Watch the screen.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert now in desperation. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Once more, Adams on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And Allen's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with time running out, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 play.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
They'll take over first and
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if